Today on In the Woodyard, we're talking firewood deliveries. Here we go. We have 2 deliveries. Both of them are for 1/3 of a cord, or 1 face cord, or 1 rick, or 1 rank, or 1 roll, or 1 truckload. There's lots of names for it. I know people fight over it all the time. But we're delivering some wood. That's the main thing. And that's what we're going to talk about. Why I deliver wood, why you should deliver wood, and the benefits of delivering wood for you and your customers. Here we go. First thing I want to mention are a couple things about the trailer here, the baby dumper. You guys have been asking me about in the comments, because we just got the trailer a little while ago, and people have been asking me. Number one question is how come you didn't get ramps? Well, let me show you this. Okay, so we come around to the back here, and right here's where the ramps get mounted. And if we look underneath, there's a slot right here for a ramp and a slot right there for a ramp. I took the ramps out and I put them over here. So it did come with ramps, and the reason I took them off and put them off to the side for now is I do not want to haul them around because they're very heavy. 80 pounds a piece maybe, more, I don't know. They're heavy and I don't really need them, so why haul them around? And they're up underneath there. Plus, I don't have them locked in position yet as far as anti-theft, because I don't know, a set of ramps probably worth a couple $100, $400, 500, I don't know. There they are. We're gonna eventually put them into the barn. I just took them off the other day because I noticed one of the levers right here had dropped down and the ramp was sticking out a ways, and I thought, oh, I better take that off of there before I lose it. So I just put a bungee on there like that just to hold those these levers that lock them in place, because one had dropped down because it wasn't tight. So I just stuck that on there for now. Eventually I'll put some type of a pin in there or lock it or whatever. So there's that. Also, I did put the sides on here to build it up. This will hold 2/3 of a full cord, or 2 face cords, or 2 ricks, or 2 ranks, or 2 rows. 2, which is what I deliver a lot of. So that's what's here. I do use the tarp, and because I fill it so full that it's nice to cover it so that it is covered. Another thing people asked about is, what about spare tire? Well, look at here. Spare tire, I don't think I ever showed it. They gave me a spare tire for it. So I do have a spare tire. Now, the other thing about the spare tire is that I grabbed this because I need a block for when I'm going to be storing it. So I bought this because the wrench that I have for taking the nuts off my tires on my truck is not the same size as the tires on the trailer. It's a different size nut. And same as my other trailer, I got a special wrench and I keep it right in this hydraulic case here. So I just bought this, 20 bucks. Look at that. There it is. And then I'm also going to put this in here because this is going to be my little block I'm going to have with me all the time. There it is. Look at that. Isn't that convenient? There we go. So that's taken care of. Now we're going to talk about deliveries, why you should do them, how important they are, and the difference it will make in your business. I got a list, big list. So when it comes to deliveries, just think about all the things that are delivered now. Back when I was a kid, some of you were kids or whatever, there really wasn't much for delivery. You wanted something, you had to go get it. There was no fast food delivery. There was no like pizza delivery. There wasn't really UPS, or there wasn't FedEx. You had the mail, that was pretty much it. If you wanted something, you had to go to the store to get it. Now you get stuff delivered all the time. Firewood shouldn't be any different. People like delivery, they want delivery, and delivery is one of those things that's kind of a huge separator between businesses. If you don't deliver wood, firewood, you're selling yourself short. I think if I wasn't to deliver wood, I would sell half as much, maybe even less than half as much. And the reasons are many. Number one being, people want the service. There's a lot of people that think, oh, why would anybody need to have firewood delivered? Why don't they just use their truck? Well, not everybody has a truck. And the people that do have trucks have show ponies, grocery getters, trucks that have never hauled anything more than maybe a bag of mulch or groceries. They don't want to use their truck because it's like, whoa, no, that would get dirty. It could get a dent somewhere. Oh, no. The carnage, the tears. It's a truck. It's for delivering wood. That's what I have a truck for. My truck that I bought 8 years ago now, 9 years ago. I have 240,000 miles on it. I tow with it and haul with it almost every day. It's a truck, meant to be used as a truck. And that's why I have it. A lot of people have a truck so that they can look cool. I'm not that guy. I could care less what I look like, obviously. I just want to deliver wood. This truck has made me hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales. Just saying. So think about that. Delivering wood is huge. People want the service. A lot of my customers, like I said, either don't have a truck or don't want to use the truck. More than that though, they don't want the hassle of having to go somewhere, load up the wood, haul it home, unload it. They're willing to pay me more money to deliver wood to them. If you're not delivering wood, like I said, you're missing out tremendously. People will pay you to deliver. They'll pay more for the wood for you to deliver it. Firewood's a commodity, really. Firewood's firewood. I mean, yeah, there's different kinds. Yeah, there's different sizes. Yeah, there might be whatever. It's a commodity, though. It's something that you're going to light and burn and throw away. So it's a disposable commodity on top of that does produce some benefits. But the service is what separates me from other people that don't deliver. Delivery is huge, huge. Now, I know of several people that I have talked to that sell firewood. People in my area, people in different states, people I've talked to at conventions when I've been to, say, like the Paul Bunyan show or the Logging Congress show or any of the other places I've been. They tell me, yeah, I just don't have the time to deliver wood. I said, well, try it. And then I have talked to them later after they've tried delivering or done delivery. And they're like, wow, I can't believe how many people will pay more for me to deliver wood and how much more wood I'm selling and I can't keep up. Told you. People want the service. That's huge. Another huge reason why I deliver wood is I want control of my time. I want to schedule my deliveries on days when it's good for me. I want to schedule my deliveries on the days that it's good for me. There are days where I'm busy in my other business, maybe 2-3 days in a row. I have no free time. So I will say, oh, I have Friday available or I have Thursday available. Do you want me to deliver it in the morning or the afternoon? I'm picking the day. I'm offering them a specific time. And then I will schedule it to fit my schedule. And a lot of times I will schedule deliveries so that they're back to back to back to back to back. So it's a delivery time. I'm doing them all in a row. So if there are any that I can do back to back where I deliver one to one house and then one to the next house on the same route, I save time. So that's why I do it. The other reason why I think it's huge is that I don't live here at the wood yard. I don't want people just stopping in to pick up wood. I didn't even want that when I had my wood yard at my other business, at my photography studio for years. I didn't want people just showing up because I had other work to do. And I for sure don't want to just sit there waiting for people to show up because people don't show up. When I have people scheduled for my deliveries, I confirm it when we schedule it. I tell them I'm going to be there at this time on this day. Then the night before, say tomorrow I'll be there at this time, tomorrow morning. And then before I leave, I'm on my way with your wood. I'll be there in 10 minutes. I constantly am telling people, so they're there. And they are there. In the past, when I had people have stopped in or wanted to stop in and get wood, they don't show. And it happens a lot, because people don't respect your time. But if you tell them you're coming and you let them know over and over you're coming, they're going to be there. You gotta have commitment and you gotta make sure that it's going to work out for you because it's your business. You can control it. Don't let your customers control your business. You should be controlling your business. And delivery is a way to do that. Now, if people want to do it where people stop in and pick up, if you live at your location, fine. You may get interrupted a lot. They might not show up when they say they're going to show up. And if you're okay with that, go for it. I'm not that guy. I have 3 different businesses I run. Firewood, YouTube, my photography business. I work 16 hours a day pretty much every day. I have to be in control of my time because if I'm not, it's not good. The other thing that happens a lot when you deliver, you get a lot of tips. I like tips. It's very common for me to deliver a load, say a face cord or third of a cord, which is $120 within 10 miles, and I get an extra 10 or 20 bucks. Happens probably 50% of the time. If I'm delivering for a longer distance where I'm going, say, a half hour away and somebody's buying a full cord of wood and it's supposed to be $360, a lot of times I get an extra 20. Once in a while, they just give me $400 and say, we're good. It happens often. So delivery is huge. People really appreciate it. So you should be delivering firewood. Okay, let's go deliver some right now. So I just backed up the trailer into this big drift back here, so I'm gonna have to chuck the wood in. This is, like I said, 1/3 of a cord or 1 face cord mixed hardwood. We're gonna chuck it in. And beautiful day today. Might not look like it, but it's like 34 degrees. And we had below zero, so this is pretty dang nice, and it's supposed to stay like this for a long time. So time to chuck some wood. Look at that, there's wood in the trailer. Now, I'm gonna answer this for the 1,000th time. People that are new to the channel wonder, how do I know how much wood I have when I'm delivering it out of bins and I'm not stacking it? Because I do. Here's how it works. I've been doing this firewood for 55 years, since I was about 7. I've been selling wood for a little over 10 years now, and I have stacked thousands of cords of wood. And I have found that over time, when I put them into my trailer, whether it's 1/3, 2/3, or a full cord, it's the same amount every time as far as the level. This is 1/3 of a cord or 1 face cord. I put this much in, it's the right amount for the delivery. When I use my other trailer, the bigger one, if I had to put a full cord in, for some reason I found out after doing it hundreds of times, when you put a full cord in, time after time after time, hundreds of times, it's always the same amount, loose. So what I do is I throw in what I think is the right amount, because I've done it thousands of times, and then I throw some extra wood in. I win because I don't have to stack. It's faster, it's easier. The customer wins, they get more wood. More wood as in, when we fill a bin, when someone has a rack in their garage for something like this, 1/3 of a cord or a face cord, rick, rank, row, whatever you want to call it, 4 feet high, 8 feet long, 16-inch pieces, it should be level with the top of the rack. I always have an arch to it. They always get more than they pay for. I'm happy, they're happy. That's all that matters. Down the road we go. I am back from my first delivery. Now I'm going to do my second delivery. This is also for a face cord or 1/3 of a cord. And this is oak. It's not ordinary oak. This is special oak. It is white oak. This is going to a guy that has a mobile smoking food service. And he liked the white oak. And I've sold to him, I don't know, 4 or 5 times over the last year. And he's out again, so he needs some. And he really liked the white oak. He's bought red oak in the past and used that, but he said the white seems to be what he likes the best. So that's what he's gonna get. So the bin right off to my side here has got white oak on this end, and on that end it's got red oak. And so I'm showing a whole bunch of white oak here for him. So that's what's gonna happen. So we're gonna fill her up. Well, actually halfway. So there it is, wood. It is probably 95% white oak. There's a little bit of red in there, which I'm sure it'll burn just fine. And we're gonna go deliver this. Like I said, it's going to a guy that's got a smoker, commercial smoker they do gigs with, and this will be stored inside in a heated facility in a rack that they have. And then what they do when they go to a gig is they take out enough to fill their little hopper that they have when they go to do these gigs, and then they throw some into their pickup. I think when they do a gig, they told me they go through maybe this much. That's what they go through. 2 to 3 square feet, cubic feet, however you want to say it. That's what they go through. Down the road we go for the delivery. The only thing I'm concerned about with this particular load is there is, behind their building, there's a single lane road that goes on the back side of their building. And the last time I delivered, I had my pickup and I barely could turn in just enough to get the butt of the truck in to where we chucked it inside. So I got a feeling what we're gonna have to do is tip the trailer up and just throw it into his door. They got like a garage door that you can pull into the back, but it's barely enough, wide enough and deep enough that you can get a truck in there, let alone the trailer. So not sure how this is gonna work, but we'll do the best we can with what we got.
You're good.